Just be cautious of everything that you do and be cautious of your surroundings. I used to work at a moving company and I was driving the van and I saw this lady on the side of the road in her car just on like, she was like knocked out, asleep or whatever. I freak out because I'm like, oh my God, I hope she's not dead. And one of my coworkers was like, man, you're very alert and aware and paranoid. I said, I'm not paranoid per se, but I am aware of my surroundings. Because these days you just don't know. I told my coworker, I think it happened in Chicago or somewhere in the United States. There was a woman who died in her car. Some people believe she got murdered. I believe she got murdered too. And nobody didn't see this happening. But the lady was in her car for 4 months dead. 4 months dead. Crazy thing is, the ticket meter people, they keep walking and give her a ticket. They saw her in the car, didn't think nothing of it, but give her a damn ticket. They did that for 4 months. I said to myself, those people gonna burn in hell. Because you can tell somebody's asleep, and then you can tell somebody ain't sleeping. You just have to look at them real good or something, or tap on the fucking window or something. They didn't do that. I said, these people gonna burn in hell. And when they opened the door, because somebody had a bad feeling, this lady ain't asleep. And she's been in there for 4 months. Man, when they opened the door of the car, they say the stench of death almost knock you out immediately. That is sad. That is really sad. Like I said, those ticket meter people gonna burn in hell. They know damn well ain't nobody gonna sleep that damn long in a car. But a lot of people believe this lady got murdered. So that's why I was worried about the lady on the side of the road in the car. I don't know if she was asleep or dead or what, I'm just saying, you have to be aware of your surroundings. When I hear these alleged true story, horror stories about people riding and stuff, the first thing that came to my mind, a lot of them are not very aware. They're not prepared. And when I say prepare, it means having high senses of all time. I do it all the time. I'm with a mother who's paranoid. She's not super paranoid. She's overprotective. And let me tell you something. When she drills something to our head, she drill it with a freaking drill like that long. And she always tell us to be aware. She always tell us to lock our doors. She's always keep repeating herself. But it does save my life, and it saved my brother's, my sister's life too. Because you hear all these stories of people going missing, people getting murdered, and you just keep hearing these stories all the time. Like, I like to walk and hike, and I usually take a group of my friends when I go hiking or walking, because although I know USC defense and Muay Thai offense, I still rather have people around me when I go to like remote areas like hiking and stuff like that, because once again, ain't nobody gonna mess with you if you have a group. Now, someone will mess with you if you're by yourself. It depends. And all these stories that I hear about people are saying, some people are very big and hefty, still feel paranoid because they don't know how strong this person is, or they have a weapon. So it's just like the old saying says, size does not matter. Because you don't know who or what you're up against half of the time when you come out in this world. So I'm always have a group of people with me. Then secondly, I may be 30 years old, but I know I don't look like it. I look like I'm 12. But you have to contact somebody, a family or a friend, wherever you go somewhere. I was going to go to Virginia Beach to see my good friend, but unfortunately, I'm blocked in the drive-thru, my brother came back from out of town, and he got me and my mother. She moved my car a little bit too up to the garage, so I'm blocked. I can't go anywhere. Then I try to wake him up, but he ain't gonna get up. But anyway, I was gonna go to Virginia Beach to see my good friend, and I was gonna contact my mother, text her, and let her know where I was gonna be at. If I go somewhere very far away from my area where I live at, then I always text family or friends. I text anybody, to be honest, because I think that's the biggest thing that people go missing sometimes, because nobody don't know where the last time they were at. I think it's very important just to text anybody, even if you don't talk to that person for decades. Let somebody know where you at, so the police or any rescue people have a good idea where you might be at. Most people say, yeah, we hear these safety tips, but it's very rare. Thank God it's rare, because you never know when stuff might reappear. I tell you 2 stories that happened to me. One was a long decades ago when I was a little kid. And I was in elementary school. I think I was in 1st grade. I think I was 6 years old, I think. I want to say 6, because I was still small. And we got dropped off the bus, and we were on this really high hill. And at the time where we used to live at, there was a downhill, which is all these houses, but we lived way down the hill. And the bus stops on way top of the hill. So I got out of the bus, and there's shortcuts. There's one shortcut in the back of these houses where the power lines at. I know, we were crazy. The power lines where we walk over there. We always walk in a group. But that day, I didn't want to take the shortcut for whatever reason. And the other kids decided to stay top of the neighborhood because I guess they want to play with their friends or whatever. So I'm walking home by myself when my friends took the shortcut and I'm just walking in a straight path. I noticed this black car was driving. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay. For one, I never live in a bad neighborhood. I never live a high crime neighborhood before. I'm always used to the norm. The norm is cars would just zip right by us and stuff and nothing. This one caught me my attention real quick because it was creeping. And I never seen a car creep before at that time for me. Because I'm like, okay, that's weird. So as I'm walking, this car was creeping. It was all black. And the windows were tinted black. I mean, when I say this car and the window, it was black. Everything was dark. I couldn't see who was in there. So I stopped. The car stopped. So I walked one more time because I guess I'm trying to see if they were like trying to find a house address or something, or they're looking for somebody. At the time, I don't know, but as I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to think that might be the possibility what I'm thinking I was trying to do. So as I started walking, this black car kept creeping. After that, I took off like a damn bullet. I swear, I think angels lift up my arms and flew me to my house, because I never ran so fast in my life. I was gone. I was at the front door before I even know it, locking and everything, and I think I ran underneath the bed. I'm not 100% sure. I was so shook and so scared when that happened, because it never happened to me before. I don't know to this day if I told my mother about it or not. I'm not 100% sure. But I know one thing. Angels lift me up and carry me to my house because I was gone. The second story, when I was about 13 years old. At that time period, things have changed so much, but at the time period, I think the legal age to keep a kid alone in the house, I believe it was around like 12 or 13 years old. That was the okay mark to leave a child at the house. Now, I was 13 years old. I was really excited to have the house to myself and everything. And I was just chilling, listening to music. And my window, I could see the front door, I could see the front yard, and I could see all the other houses in front of me. We live in a townhouse complex. So I'm sitting here. I see these two white boys dressed in all suits and stuff. At the time, I didn't know what they were, but now I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're called Morgans. Morgans. I don't know how to say it, but that's what they were. And they were dressing all these, nice, like they were going to church or something. So I'm sitting there looking at the window because they caught my attention because they were coming up to the door. So one of them rang the doorbell and one of them knock on the door. I sit here like, one, there's no car. Two, I don't know what time it was, but it was during the day where everybody was at work, school, not school, you know what I mean, like college or something. It was a day that everybody was gone for the rest of the day, and people won't come home till like 5 or 6. So I knew it was like around midday when this happened, but something told me to get up and lock the door. That was God or my guardian angel. It could be both. But I got up and I walked down the stairs and I locked the door. I made sure I was quiet so nobody couldn't hear me. The floor was always squeaky, so I tried my very best so nobody didn't hear me. I locked the top and I locked the bottom. And I went upstairs to my window and I looked. And when I looked, one of them was literally tried to open the door. It was only the grace of God and my guardian angel told me to lock that door. Because God forbid what would happen if that man opened that door, I would have got raped, beat, or kidnapped. Who the hell knows what would happen if I never locked that door? Now, most of y'all are like, why you never locked the door? Because once again, I'm 13 and stupid, and I don't know, I was dumb and stupid, let's just say that. But I was looking at him, and one of them just kept trying to open the door. Like, he was really trying to open the door. And I'm sitting here like, this is not a normal behavior. Because if the door is locked, the door is locked, But he was forcing himself. Then after that, they give up and say, okay, nobody's here. And they walk away. And that scared me. And it really did. It petrified me. Once again, I don't remember if I told my mom this or not. I'm not 100% sure. But it scared the living daylights out of me. It really did. And ever since then, wherever I live at, I make sure I lock all the doors. Because God forbid somebody trying to come in. So you can say life lesson learned. But what I'm also trying to say, God is always with me. My guardian angels are always with me all the time. All these crazy situations I've been, it was nothing but the grace of my guardian angels and God looking after me. There was one creepy story that a good friend of mine back in elementary school, I haven't talked to her for decades, and we finally met up. This happened a long time ago too. And we was hanging out, the day was good. But when nightfall, things got so damn interesting. I tell you, it was the scariest thing ever happened to me. So it was dark, and I think it was around fall, I believe, or winter. It was around that time of year. And I'm driving the car. My friend forgot where she lives at. She has a learning disability. I also, too, have a learning disability. Except, I guess mine is not too bad or severe, and then some people are. But she couldn't remember where she lived. And I'm like, oh, great. At that time, I didn't have GPS on my phone, or I didn't have GPS, nothing. So I had to memorize where she lived at. I did pretty good. But the crazy thing, all the side of my windows were all fogged up. And cars behind me were trying to tailgate me. Like they were trying to throw me off the road. It was the weirdest thing. And I slowed down too, but people were trying to tail me off the road. My friend was telling me that spirits do wander in the woods at night because that's where they like to roam and stuff. The whole time I'm just focused on the idiot behind me tailgating me. Then the windows keep fogging up. It was the strangest thing. Finally, we got to her house. Now, you know, like you have spider webs coming on your arms and stuff like that. That's what I felt. And I knew automatically that means my spirit's trying to warn me something. My spirit is like, something's up. Just be alert, be aware. So, as I'm walking, you know, I'm feeling spider webs all over my face and all over my arms. My spirit is warning me something is up in here. So, we went downstairs in I would say the basement. It's a weird looking section house, so I would call it the basement. Her family was there. They were talking and laughing. I introduced myself. They introduced themselves. And we were just talking and laughing. I'm listening to them. The next thing I know, in the ceiling of the light, something black went across it. Now, the first thing I said, there ain't no damn bug in here, because I look up, and I didn't see no bug. There was nothing. The most petrifying thing that scared the hell out of me, the way how her family was looking at me. The only best way I can describe it is just, you know, like in the horror movies when people got their eyes like that big and they looking at you like, don't leave us kind of look. It scared the bejesus out of me because there was some type of spirit, some bad spirit, and they did not want me to leave. They want me to stay, and they want this thing to be attached to me. Ain't that some fucked up shit? But anyway, it was around about to be close to midnight at this time. It was like 11 something at night. I told my friend I have to go. It's getting really late. I need to go home. And her family was trying to make me stay a little longer. I said, nope, I gotta go. Shoot, the blackness in me want to run out the damn door real fast. Cause there ain't no hell and way a black person would just walk slow up to the, I would have ran like a motherfucker. But I had to keep my cool because I don't want them to know that I know something ain't right. I put some gospel music. I pray all the way till I got to the house. To ask God whatever was in that house, let it stay in that house and don't let it come follow me. But my friend was telling me that this entity does mess with her, touch her, and all kinds of bad stuff to her. Apparently, a relative that passed away in her house. So, it's just crazy. Let's just say that one of her relatives did touch her inappropriately when she was a child and stuff. And I do believe that entity is one of her relatives who are touching her and stuff like that. And it's not right. Right now she lives somewhere else. She's no longer living in that house. But let me tell you, that was the most petrifying thing I ever experienced. Because my God, the way how their faces were looking at me like, stay. Like, their face, I just can't describe what the faces look like. But the faces were creepy as hell. Because they knew I saw it. Let me tell y'all something. That's why I wear this cross all the time. And I pray no matter where. I could be in the toilet and pray. I always ask God to protect me. Always protect me. Ask my guardian angels protect me and my friends and my family. Because this world is wicked and crazy. And there's a lot of strange things happening in this world. Come to my last final thought.